This is Joshua, registration number UR14CS123, and this is the third lab experiment in web technology. And in this experiment, we will be designing a simple web page using HTML and CSS. So after all the coding is done, this is what the page looks like. Coming to the coding part, I've put the CSS part in a style tag, which is a type of CSS coding. So here I've used a dot selector. This is used when a class is used. So here in the HTML section, I've used class. So I'm using a dot selector here. Well, the page is divided into different elements, and each element is described accordingly in the CSS part. In the first part, the dot 7, I've described the text, font size, text shadow, and background color. This is the text. The background color is green, and the yellow thing coming out, protruding out from the letters, is the text shadow. That's I've described it as yellow, and plus the padding is also described. And in the unordered list, the menu is described here. The list type is none, which makes the menu items be displayed as a list type, not as bullets. Margin padding is 0, and the overflow is hidden, which means that it won't come out of its div element. The background color and position are relative. In the list item here to center, and the float. So float is left, so the menu items are floated towards the left side. And the list item A, that is the first one. Home and about us, those things. It's inline block, and the color is white as we've seen. The padding and text duration is none. Hover is when you move a mouse pointer over it, changes color. So as we can see, when I move a mouse pointer, it changes color. This is called hover, and I've given this as blue. And the image it describes the size and specifications of the image. Yeah. And the position is absolute. Now I've described all this for all the menu items present in the menu bar of the web page. Now coming to the HTML part, I have to describe each div element will describe in the CSS, and now it has to be expanded in the HTML part. So here in the div class 7, I've given the link and all the things that are to be entered, which I've described in the CSS part, that is the menu. So here I've given about us, menu item 3, and contact us in my first web page and home. These elements will be displayed in the page which has been described by the selector 7. As you can see, home, about us, menu, and these things in my first web page have been described in the CSS part. And href, that's the link. When I click home, it takes me to the web page Caron University, because that's the link I've given there. And that I've given in the navigation section. That's the header part. Now on the section tag, I've described the image wrapper class. This is the images that appear on the web page. This is the link of the image, the space shuttle or space shuttle. This is the image that appears here. This is because of the link I've uploaded there. This is the text I've given. And div class 1, div class 1 is this, and for this I've given a link to. And when I click on this, it takes me to the page to which I've given the address, that is this, and this is the URL of the image. The same way I've given the URL of the image and the link, URL of the image and the link for the second and third class element too. So if I go back here and click on menu item 3, it takes me to World Wide Web, because that's the link I've given there. As you can see here, and Earth for the third one. Now moving on, uh, in the fourth div class element, uh, the next part of the web page has been described here. The two boxes, as you can see, one subheading 2, containing description and text, which was described in the CSS part of the code. You can see here 4, the text background color, padding and the font size have been described here, and 5 has also been described. The link for these, the text for this elements have been described in the HTML part here using the p tag, and the background color has also been given here. The style attribute of the p tag is dark olive green. You can see that. And in the footer section, that is the bottom part of the page, that is class 6. I've given the address. That's the address. There's the text put in the HTML part of the page. And all the designing has been done in the CSS. Only the text part and the links and the images, the sources of that have been uploaded in the HTML part. So that's it. Close the footer tag, body tag, and HTML tag. Thank you.